Good afternoon. Short Nick's coming out here. Midday money on a Sunday, NFL Sunday. And we'll get to some winners in just a minute. Maybe I got to adjust my little light. Adjust the light a little bit. Sometimes it's really bright, sometimes it's not. All right. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. Listen, video teasers come through, right? 2-1 and on the teaser part of the thing. The picks, though, terrible. I mean, 2-6, so we're 39-36. We had a great start. We were 30-32 out of the gate, and now we're on a 9-10 run or something like that. Just terrible. We did all my late games that I added late. Like I said, I jumped in on that Army over. I thought it was a little too low. Couldn't get there. Washington, Wyoming, Western Kentucky over. Texas, Indiana, just some losers there. I mean, I should have given them more dogs. I mean, I gave South Florida. Whatever. It's we lost there. Well, top 10 start, though. You know what? College football, another winner there. Won our last two. We're 2-2. Alabama was never in doubt. And top 10 has been good. NFL 3-1 of my top 10. So I got another one today. But it is. We take the good and the bad. We move on. Tyreek, good morning. Another winning day. You know it. Michael, how are you today? Sean's coming in. Green Bay on the money line. Pack over the Bears. I get it. Justin, they go, well, I have my moments, that's for sure. We win, we lose, we move on. Love the Ravens today. I got them 2.5. Yes. Let's get the Ravens done. Initial thoughts on this was I like the Chargers, right? You kind of like the Chargers. Right? They're just playing really well. Kid looks great at quarterback. But it's one of those spots for me. I got to back off my initial thinking from last Sunday when we do look headlines. Even we did, we did NFL lines the other, was it yesterday? I don't remember. Things change, folks. Give me the Ravens all day today. Dog day today. Bears, Washington, and Detroit. Well, I don't know about out of those, the Bears are my least. Well, Bears at 6 is different than getting Green Bay when it comes out at 4. Washington, I'm with you. I got that knee over there. Good job. The Lions I like. We said that before. Can't lay with Burrow and the Bengals on the road. Teaser: KC, Green Bay, Rams. Looks good on paper. That's for sure, Michael. Richie P, already hit the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. King D, how are you, bud? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Speaking of like button, I'm going to head on over to my the Winning Free Pick page here on YouTube. And folks, I don't know if you know, I do the so we do Hidden Gems of Craig. Most people should know that Picks and Parlays and Winning Free Picks are, it's the same company, same group of things. So we did the Hidden Gems 3-1. Again, I go with a UT San Antonio over. And instead of taking San Antonio, on both times I take the over in San Antonio. San Antonio comes out, they score, right? 45-0. And we get the unders. Both times they put up in their 40s, and I can't get over in the 50s because apparently they have, it's like the Bears 85 defense or something. Green Bay money line. I don't like. That's Kansas City money line. What are we doing? Come on with these, Sean. Money line, all these 240. That's not what I do. But if you throw them, you got them in a parlay or bet me straight up. I took the Braves again. I got the Rams at 6. I got the Rams at 6.5 last week. So I wasn't laying a double digit. But now the lines come down. So for this game, I got the Rams at 6.5. It was up to 10 in spots. Now it's down to 7.5. I think in the circa, what was the circa line in this? I think it was 10 or 9. Pittsburgh, I don't like. I like Seattle there. Kansas City, I can see Kansas City losing today. Just win. That's what we're trying to do. Markel, good afternoon. Here he is, Pine Bluff Llama in the house. Since he takes care of business, you know what? My guy K Stu. So if you ever see like on Twitter, sometimes I'll throw out some videos from the Budget Boys, and then the K Stu. He's a big Bengals fan. Anyway, if you're watching, go look up Man Baby. And he got a new one, Utopia. It's hilarious. I don't know. These guys I know. They're funny guys. Anyway, he's a big Bengal fan. Shout out to Case Stu, wherever you are. But I do not like the Bengals on the road. As a favorite, no. Urban's horrible. I didn't have the game on. So we joke. I'm going to get the contest picks. Hold on. So it's not even joking, right? 'Cause I tell you, like, I'm not a huge game watcher and stuff like that. I mean, I'm watching this game. I just threw mac and cheese bites in the oven for my daughter. I was a minute late. I had to wait for the 6.5 minutes to flip them over. So I'm not watching this game. I turned on the Georgia game yesterday, right, just to see. I think it was like 14-7 at the point, whatever. It was kickoff, and there was like a fair catch on the kickoff. I had no idea they had fair catches in college football and kickoffs. I'm like, all right, they take a fair catch at the 12-yard line. Interesting. And then they move the ball. I don't watch the games. Why do you watch the games, folks? I tell you this all the time. You're just going to, and let's be honest, the majority of people in here are fun time bettors, having fun, right? Having fun, live betting, doing crazy stuff. Your gambling career is going to be ending real fast, or you're just going to keep blowing money. Don't watch the games. Not worth it. I got the Lions. Too. Bad spot, tough loss for Green Bay. Well, I just look at Cincy as a team that are they ready for prime time? Like, are they ready to be favored on the road against a scrappy Lions team? I mean, I don't think the Lions are good, but they're like Lions. They're scrappy out there. They they're like out in the wild, hanging around. He's going bear hunting. Rob, the big Packer fan. Texans and the 10.5. I see 11s out there now. This is a game I initially liked the Texans, right? We talked about, I'm like, give me Houston all day at 10. At this point, though, it keeps going up. I threw out the over here in the free pick side of things, just based on what we're seeing there. I mean, I probably should throw the Texans in one of the teasers. But, we'll talk about the picks in a second. Let's go to the ticks. So the ticks. That's what happens when I'm looking at Texans in front of me. So Texans on the over here. Washington in the over, the Ravens, Denver, Seattle, and Monday Night Football throughout the Titans. And in the teaser part of things, see them underneath over in Matthew. So it was Miami at plus 4.5 because they're favored. We rotated that. Green Bay to a plus 2.5 and Dallas to a plus 3. Again, that was the Tuesday early tease. And next one up was Browns, Seattle at 12, and the Titans at 12.5. So again, these lines might move a little bit. We just throw them out early, right? It's what we do. What we do on a Tuesday, little Tuesday tease, too early teaser. Good morning, Mr. Earl. How are you today? Kansas City over. At this, we've said this before, right? And I said it more against like we're talking about Georgia or whoever. I'm like, until somebody starts scoring, and how about that? So I lost on Georgia yesterday. Are you kidding me with an 11.5-minute drive for a backdoor? 11.5-minute backdoor cover. Brutal. Well, anyway, as opposed to them giving up points, how about Kansas City not, until they stop somebody from scoring, how do you think Washington is not going to score 20-something points here? Right? They're going to score 24 by accident. Kansas City can't stop, like a wet paper bag. They can't hold, 2 potatoes, fall right through. I think Kansas City offense will score because that Washington defense, I was high on. I thought they were great. And, I'm wrong. I'll admit it. Go to the other guys who are never wrong. Find me where they're at. I want to be those guys. Packers money line. I can't with the money. Folks, anytime it's going to come over like 140, 150, I'm going to not even pay attention to these money lines. I know people do it and you make money. I understand. That's fine. It's just not what I do. And if you come in here thinking I'm going to tell you to bet 170 faves, 180, whatever the case may be, on money lines, you're not going to get it. I'll take a loss than come in here and fake being some kind of guy giving out. I mean, I was talking to a fella the other day, and we're talking about a site, and they rated out like, this person's 88 and like 33 or something, their kind of record. And then he sent me a link to the picks of this person, and they're laying 2,400, Alabama money line, like just ridiculous. All huge faves, and there was no underdogs, and everything was at least minus 185 across. I mean, like that is not sport. If that's what you want, man, who does that? Anyway, I mean, and and I don't even know. Even with a big record like that, I wonder what the return was because I didn't go through all the games. Because even if you have 25 losses, you really have at least 50. So I mean, that's minimum on your 2-to-1s. But whatever. Texans, I could get behind. Dodgers under. Why not? And the Broncos. I like the Broncos. I liked. I should have bet Denver early in the week. I liked them. I mean, we faded the Raiders last week. But I'm going to do it again. People just want to win, so I get money lines for them. I understand, Sean. I was just saying that before I came down your quote. I don't know. I can't. I know they want to win, but when they lose, then I can't do that. I've never done that, and I'm sure not coming in here and telling people, "Hey, who's your best player today?" Oh, I like. Let's find a huge. Who's the big favorite on the 7-10? I mean, Colts minus 11.5. We'll give it out as a money line play. I mean, I'm the guy who's when I'm getting 2.5s up to 3s, and even at 2.5s, I'm taking money lines on underdogs. That's because I think my team's going to be in it, and even under a 7, I would think money line a little bit. Always money line my play. Even up to 10, sometimes I'll put a little money line in on plays just because at that point if you think the team's going to cover 3, 7, 10 inside the number, right? You're within a score. Even 10's a score. So you get 7, it's a backdoor, but you're within the margin of error or something your team can win. I can't. I just can't lay those kind of things. I don't know. People are different. We do our things. Whatever makes sense. I say, whatever, you're making money, keep it up. That's all that matters. Atlanta versus the Dodgers. I got the Dodgers. I got Atlanta again. Raiders. No, with the Raiders. Stop with the Raiders. I got to tell you, Uber Eats is crushing it. I signed up for Uber Eats one day, and they just nonstop notifications all day long, like my fat butt. Ordered it one time. I had a thing. It was like, oh, here's $30 off your first order. Yeah, it still ended up costing me like $30 because it's I tip 25% and some kind of delivery fee, whatever. Rob says Cincinnati Bungles. No, Rob, we're not taking the Bengals. I know you are a Packer fan and think the Lions don't count for anything, but Colorado State covered. Yes, hidden gem winner right there. That was my hidden gemmer. Hidden gem's 3-1. The hidden gem show I'd say it's a hidden gem, but it still gets like 1,000 to 1,500 views. So I guess it's hidden gem from a lot of people, but you got 1,000 winners out there. So Chargers money line. So we're talking about taking money lines. If you like San Diego, if you like LA Chargers, like you did San Diego, like I say the Redskins, it is what it is. If you like the Chargers, take the money line, right? You think they're going to lose? It's 3.5. You think they're going to lose? Oh, I can't wait till they lose by a field goal and I win by a hook. Take the 3 if you think they're going to win. I don't know. I have changed my mind on that game. I'm on the Ravens. Dodgers first 5. Well, that's not a bad one there. If you want to take the Dodgers, you think they got a 1-0 lead in the 5th, go for it, right? I'm taking the Braves. I like the Braves to start the year. I said I grabbed a Braves future. I had a Dodgers World Series bet. They're the only World Series bets I made, those 2 teams. And they started out terrible, but they've been well down the stretch. They played well. They lost their best player and still battled. So I'll take a shot with the big dog. But this one, can you see Scherzer pitching into, it's not like he's never faced Atlanta before. The guy's on the Nationals for 100 years. So, yeah, I can see this one. I like it. Anyone who thought the Jags were going to win are crazy. I don't even know what the score of the game is. I bet on Miami. I got Miami minus 3. And I'll tell you what, I already bet the Falcons for next week at plus 2.5. Miami, the Falcons play the Jets in London. They get a bye week. Miami plays the Jaguars, and then they're playing in Miami next week against Atlanta. I mean, is it just that the Jaguars aren't a real football team? Just a little value play on Atlanta. So the little money line, a little 2.5. Small, $150. I'm like, I'm not betting crazy on a team like Miami, who's not a good team, and Atlanta, who's terrible. So don't think I'm not putting $10,000 on these random games. Just a little something find a little value, I'll put $300 on something. That's about it. Free Mind, how are you today? Thoughts on the Cowboys game? Cowboys winning at this. Listen, at 1, I love Dallas. It's 3.5 now. It's not terrible. I saw it was up to like the 4 range before. This is easy. This is either a Cowboy no-brainer blowout, or they lose. I mean, right? I mean, Tampa Bay in the rain up there. It was a battle. Is it? What's it up? Is it a horrible, rainy, windy day up there? How are the Patriots scoring that offense? That's why I said we took the Texans last week against New England, because I said look at the scoring for that team. They have trouble scoring. They couldn't score against New Orleans. I'm not saying Dallas defense is it's not the Doomsday 70 defense. It's not even like the 92, 93 Dallas defense, under Jimmy Johnson. Watching it, I didn't know how that game went. How did it go? Was it a loser? Did you win? What happened? Lock it in with the king. Here we go. Prescott under passing yards. New England ranked 4th in the NFL passing allowed. Wow. Who have they played, though? That's the thinking. I mean, we see those kind of numbers, right? I mean, I mentioned it when we were talking about the Minnesota game. Like, the Carolina defense, it's great against passing teams. Well, I mean, you played Zach Wilson and Jameis Winston, who's even off his opening game with 5 TDs or whatever, only threw for 120 yards. And now you're talking about the New England offense, who you faced the Jets, Winston, Davis Mills. I mean, like, come on. How can you even compare the two to these guys? Tampa Bay in a driving rain. I mean, look at the offenses. I mean, the Miami. Who's a better quarterback? Who's got a better quarterback? The Dolphins with Tua or Dak? Who's better? Zach Wilson with his 6 points or Dak? Jameis Winston and the Saints put up 28 points on that team. Tampa Bay in the rain. Is that a great defensive game? I don't know. I don't know how much everything else had to weigh into that. That's an anomaly, because 22 points, Davis Mills. Mills, I mean, you basically had 3 rookie quarterbacks they faced in Mills, Zach Wilson, and Tua. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, come on, King. I'm all for you throwing out numbers sometimes, but you can't do that with that one. I mean, who do they play? Be careful, guys. This is a Fade the Public Sunday. It always should be a Fade the Public Sunday free. That's why there's billion-dollar casinos. Oh, not overthink a thing. Not overthink. Every Sunday's a Fade the Public Sunday. Yeah. Cards plus 3.5, leaning over the 48. I think everybody's on the Cardinals. I don't know why. I'm on the other side of that. I like Cleveland. I bet Cleveland last week. I bet Cleveland outfit our loss that I bet them on. Elliott's in the house. They're going under Dallas Patriots. You know what? You know what? I could see that, I guess. I mean, it's 50.5. I mean, what's New England scoring in this game? KC and Dallas money lines. Would you be shocked if one of these teams loses outright, Elliot? Well, this ticket's a total loser here. Use that as toilet paper. That could easily be 0-2. Definitely not 2-0. Watch it up to 7.5. Well, people came in, and that's the public coming in, pounding Kansas City. No way, the Chiefs. Washington on the money line right now. Braves, Dodgers under 7.5. Yes. Braves. Chop. I got the Braves too. I'm on 150. Thoughts on Carolina? I want to take Carolina. Home dog, great run D. Stop with the great run D. Who have they played? Michael? I just mentioned this with New England. Do I got to bring up the Carolina offense or the Carolina defense? Don't do it. that Eagle, forget about, again, we saw some garbage Eagles on Thursday night. Did you see how the Eagles won in Carolina? Take Carolina. Home dog. No. Patriots are 15th rush defense. I mean, if you want to say that Zeke and Pollard are going to run all over New England and that's why Dak won't pass, that's one argument. But don't make it seem like the Patriots try to play because of they got a great passing defense. That's not the case. Seattle, we like the Seahawks, Fremont, yes. Zeke tied for second. The Colts, first downs. Okay, so you like Dallas to run all over. That one I could see. I mean, Dak could throw what 245 with 3 TDs. I mean, top 5. Georgia, Cincy's number 2, huh? Good for Cincy. Good for Cincy getting in that playoff spot. Oklahoma, they're back. They're back. Oklahoma. Is that Oklahoma State or Ohio State? Geno Smith with 4 TDs. Yes. Geno's bringing it back. Michigan's number 5. All right. Who's Michigan got this week? We got any college football lines coming up? Because I got hold on. We'll bring up some college football because I told you I already bet. I got Bama minus 24 next week, and I got Pitt at home plus 3 at one book or plus 1 in another. Plus 1 the Pitt game still there. No, where's Michigan? Probably a 3:30 game, Michigan. I don't even know where it's at. I'm just seeing what lines are up here. Oregon UCLA is still 3. Iowa State's 5.5. Yeah, I got no line for that one. All right. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. You like the Bengals? Nope. Lions. We're going Detroit Lions for our boy Detroit Lenny, my guy. Dak is 3-2 to the under when his over-under is 300 yards. King D's digging deep. Jay, yes, we like the Redskins today. Get it done, Washington. Washington outright. I mean, listen. Do I have Mahomes and Hardman today in fantasy in this one league I'm in? Yes. Do I still think it's going to be a shootout? Yes. Do I think Washington can win? Yes. Over, yes. Cincy over to 47. BLT under to 51. Cincy over, why not? They can score a little bit. They're going to give up some points. We've seen Detroit play all over the place. So 47 is not a terrible number. Let's go. Ravens in the under against the Chargers, 51. Everybody's going to think this game's an over, right? You got Herbert. Oh, my goodness, the best thing since sliced bread, this kid. I like it. Contrarian thought there, Richie. I appreciate that. I can see it. Did I bet it? No, but I'm pulling for it there. It was Ohio State. Of course, Ohio State. Why wouldn't Ohio State be up there? There's wants Ohio State in there, the best team ever. I almost want them to get in there so they get destroyed by Georgia when they face them if they're like the 4 seed in the playoffs. Purdue is a huge – we liked Purdue yesterday, and I don't know why I didn't have it in the free pick side of things. That was dumb on my part. That Iowa offense is going to come back and bite you in the butt eventually. Had to love Auburn yesterday. You know what? I was like just saying, maybe I like a little Arkansas there. I'm not a huge Bo Nix guy, but Auburn got it done. And speaking of Auburn, so we have 10 people sitting at 2-1 in the contest. 10 people at 2-1. You were one of them, Richie P, by the way. Only 3 people of the 10 are on Baltimore. Michael Buena, Stimmy, and Richie. All right, so if Baltimore pulls this out today, it is a 3-man dogfight, and then you all have Tennessee tomorrow. So we're going to roll into next week. We're not going to do a 1-game playoff. It'll be a full 5 games for you guys next week. If Baltimore wins, we move on to the next week. Richie's going for his second crown. He's multi winner. Liberty favored 32.5 and lost. Yeesh. Somebody in here said let's take Liberty. I know they said it. Do I got to go back and watch the show tomorrow to say who's wanting to bet Liberty? Vikings or the Panthers, Ryan? Minnesota Vikings. Give me Minnehaha, baby. Get it done. Minnesota. We're talking about Carolina. I'm going to pull up the Carolina. Actually, you know what? I'm looking at the thing here. It's I'm on the Big Ten because I'll see who's Michigan's playing next week. Against Northwestern, Ohio State, Indiana. All right, let me pull up NFL because someone's like, "Oh, Carolina's got a good defense." Where are the Panthers here? 21-18 against Hurts. Game. Philly's bad. We've seen Philly play. We see Dallas run all over them. They beat Davis Mills 9 points to Houston. You beat the Saints 26-7 again, and that's also your coordinator there was part of New Orleans at one point, so he kind of knows that little offense a little bit. He knows that team. So, and then you beat the Jets 19-14. Yeah, they've beaten some real quality competition. That's a great defense. The Vikings by 10 plus today. William Knight was around for the original Llama. Let him know, Mr. Knight. The Llama. Is that junior, senior year the Llama came in? How can you not take the Rams today? I got Rams at 6.5. I would still lay here, even though we're in the 7-8 range. It's come down. I get it. 10 on the road. You want to take a home dog. The Giants can score some garbage points, right? We saw it against Dallas. I think the Rams are a good team. I think the Rams are a very good team. I'll lay with the Rams. I know people are going to be betting the Giants. I don't know why. I'm not. I don't want anything to do with the Giants. Don't give me the Giants. No. Let's talk. So baseball, we have the let me pull up a quick line here on that. So you have the Braves again. We know this. Plus 150, total 7.5. I guess you got to lean kind of under here, you'd think. But for me, just Braves only. And tomorrow, I saw Houston at like a minus 105, plus 105 with Equity on the hill. But I'll be on Houston again. So let's do a quick rundown of the NFL game. So Miami was a 3. It closed at 2, 2.5, maybe even a 1. You know, I got a 3. I might be getting a push out of this. Who knows what's going to happen? I have no idea what this is. I don't know what the score is. Is it 2017? Is it 17-17? I don't even know. Texans line keeps going up. It's 11.5 now. I do like the Tennessee, but I do like Houston, but I ended up throwing out the over here in this game. Taking the Bears. So Green Bay and Chicago is my top 10-star money bomb play. That's it. Gotta pay the piper on that one. And if it's as easy as my 10-star yesterday on Alabama, I'm a genius. Colts win 27-10 today. Small sprinkle on there, guys. Well, they should win. I mean, you're a 10-point fave, right? You better win. That being said, I think we get a little more points. I don't know. I'm hoping the Colts are getting the 30s. You see at 44. I know it looks a little low, but I'm still liking the over. 2020 Jags, 3 minutes ago. All right, Thomas, thank you for that one. And here I'm thinking, I just couldn't take the Jags. I took Miami just based on how bad Jacksonville looks sometimes. I probably shouldn't have played it. Stupid, but couldn't help myself. NBA Tuesday. We talk about how the Lakers stink. Curry's a bum. Third best shooter on his team. Flat Earth Kyrie Irving. Cash Cow's guarding a llama. It's Cash today. You know, the Cash Cow's out. There he is. 2020. Thank you, Gary. Line going down a Rams game because Jones is playing. Rams, right? I mean, why? I mean, at 10, I guess you want to take the Giants a home dog plus 10. Okay, I can see that. I took the Texans last week, right? Who's taking the Texans at +9? But I think the Rams are a lot better than New England. Number one. I understand. Sometimes you get the double. It happens. Don't worry about it. Warriors money line, Lakers are trash. They would win the title if this was 2010. Yeah, we'll get into that on Monday. We'll talk Monday. Maybe I'll do for Monday. We're not gonna have much to go on, right? Because it's just Monday Night Football, a baseball game, and nobody likes hockey, so we'll talk some NBA. Warriors +5 and Milwaukee money line over tonight. Let's see some NBA odds. We got some games up here for the NBA. Hold on a second. Let's pull it up here. Milwaukee. Pick them against Brooklyn. Lakers 4 over Golden State. Charlotte 2.5 over Indiana. Bulls a 3-point favor of the Pistons. Why do I think everybody's gonna be on the Bulls on Tuesday? Should we just take the Pistons now, or wait till the line goes up? Toronto 3.5 over Washington. Knicks 1 over Boston. I know the Knicks are supposed to be improved. I just can't. I think Boston's going to win that one. I don't even know who's on these teams. I'm sure I have to catch up on my free agency. Memphis, Cleveland 8. I got nothing to do with the Cavaliers. I know they're terrible. Philly 4 over New Orleans. I'll take New Orleans there. I can't bet the Sixers. Minnesota 4.5 over Houston. San Antonio 5.5 for the Magic. Utah 12 over OKC. Oh, these are Wednesday's game. I'm sorry. Wow, I was rolling through. There's only 2 games on Tuesday. I'm running through the whole schedule. It's a Wednesday. Wentz helps the Colts cover. Yes, he will. I want a 37-17 game here. Texans +11 now. I'd take a shot with +11. Am I worried that keeps going up? Is that just the public hammering the Colts? That's the problem, because 8 years ago that line goes up, and that's not the public, because public's not really betting the Colts. Cash Cow said, move over. I get it. Giants +7.5. Just Darius Toney. He's got to get on the ball. Quarterback's got to be upright for that to happen. Don't come for the Lakers. Oh, Markel's getting his back up. I like the over in the Bulls game. We'll talk about that more. I got to look at him. Cade Cunningham. I can take the Pistons on the money line. I don't even know who Cade Cunningham is. Is he related to Richie Cunningham? Any relation? Again, it's preseason. I don't even know what the record during preseason, especially in the NBA. I say that all the time, and that's why in another 2 weeks after this, Michael, when we look at college basketball, we like to look at returning starters. We like to look at our backcourt and coaches staying in the same place. Again, we had a crazy COVID year, so I think that kind of not balances out things, but you had a lot less movement than normal, I think. Your best sport to pick. And you know what, Richie, I don't know, because I've, site-wise, I have winning records in some, across the board. I've had good years in college, good NFL, college football, hockey, whatever the case would be. Personal life betting is a little different because you can't do everything online on sites. Believe it or not, usually baseball, I usually have good seasons. And this year, I'm barely treading, plus money. I mean, it's been up and down with all these faves cashing. Baseball is usually my favorite because it's my favorite sport, and I like to do that. But college basketball, I'm going to say college and baseball will be my best picking for me personally, and then it'll be actually I think college my college football has actually been better than my NFL the last probably half dozen years, believe it or not. And it was different before that. Like NFL, I'd always crush NFL, like 54, 55, 56%. College would always be around maybe 52 and squeaking by. And but I've always been able in the sports, no matter which one, like when the game I really like everybody has their favorite game to bet. Like that game, like this year. I mean, my NFL college football, it's a little under 500, but those games are, I'm like 5-2 in those. My top games, like games I love, they're coming in at good rates, and they're blowouts. I mean, like Alabama game, blowout, like the Penn State total. I mean, no one just got there. That game should have been sailing over. So my the games I really like. And again, money management's key. So if you like something more, you put a little more on other games. People talk about flat betting, and okay, you can do that, I guess. But if I really like something more, I put in. I'm going to bet college basketball Saturday. I might have 30 games I bet. There's going to be 8 or 9 games that I like more than the other ones, but you got to balance it out. Panthers for the win. Is this the Florida Panthers? Because it's definitely not the Carolina Panthers. I think college, I think, is the 9th or 10th, November 9th or 10th. Right around the corner. It'll be here soon enough. All right, who's got some hockey today? Anybody looking at any hockey? We got one. There's only one hockey game today. Dallas and Ottawa. What's that about? Earl Brothers, where are the Earl guys? Earl Sports. What's your take on this hockey schedule? This is why hockey is like bizarre sometimes. Like 1 game today, 4 games on Monday. Ottawa money line. All right, you just got to take the home dog here. It's either Ottawa, you take the home dog in Ottawa, or you're laying the puck line on Dallas. Which one you want? That's my thinking on this game. They're plus 131? No, they're not. You got 131 is good because I'm seeing 110s across the board here, 115s. All right. So we'll do look-ahead lines tonight. Vancouver killed you yesterday. We'll do look-ahead lines tonight, and I don't know. I'm around halftime. All right. So halftime comes around, whatever time that is. I know I usually like 9 or 10. It's more halftime-ish is when I come in. I try to throw out the look-ahead lines, although we did touch base on them a little bit the other day, but we'll run through them all tonight. It'll be a 10-minute show if you want to pop in. Otherwise, midday mind tomorrow. You know how we roll. Let's have a good day. End the week strong. If you want my top 10 star, go get it. They've been on fire. Knock yourself out. But otherwise, free picks are up. Texans over, Washington, and the over, Ravens, Denver, Seattle, and Titans tomorrow night. And in teaser, our too early teaser competition we rolled out. We had the Dolphins plus 4.5, Green Bay 2.5, Dallas plus 3, and then Cleveland plus 5. Depending on which lines are a little different now. Seattle and the Titans on Monday night. So that's that. We're out of here. Never more than 5% of your bankroll. Scale 1 to 5. That's it. You have to manage the bankroll. Okay, and that's the number one thing for betting. And I say this all the time because everyone's bankroll is different. Someone can make. I'm just throwing out numbers here. Somebody makes 1,000 a week. Somebody makes 5,000, 10,000, whatever the case may be. Everybody's money is different. So do what's good for you. But also, I say this all the time, when you're live betting and you're just putting a couple bucks in, $100, oh, it's just that adds up. I'm telling you, it adds up. You'll see eventually. It'll catch up to these newbies, King. You know that. Stars and you over. I'm thinking if I'm going to do anything here, would I want like plus 108 or will I just do a puck line on Dallas? That's something I thought Dallas would be better last year. But I don't know. All right. If you're back tonight at halftime, come in, say hello. Otherwise, I'll see you at lunch tomorrow. Like button on the way out, folks. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.